is the Star Wars The Black Series Stormtrooper. The figure is part of the second wave of the 3.75-inch Black series of figures. The figure is essentially just a repack of the vintage collection Stormtrooper. If you did miss out, excuse me, here. If you did miss out on any of these figures, the Return of the Jedi and the Empire Strikes Back Stormtrooper, they're essentially the same figure, same amount of accessories, articulation, paint apps, and detail. So if you missed out on these figures, here is your chance to actually pick one up. And you know, if you value the packaging, you won't feel too bad about ripping the figure up. Also, so that you could preserve your figures that are on card from the vintage collection. And if you're an army builder kind of guy, and you want to open up your figures, this is the perfect figure for you because you won't have to worry about the packaging. Oh, there is one slight difference with this figure, and that's the E11 blaster that he comes with, which I'll talk about in a little while. But essentially, the figure is the same. All right, let's have a quick look at the packaging. There's really nothing spectacular about it. It's all monochrome type of print. Easily, I mean, you can rip it off very easy. Very cheap kind of material, as you can see. So no reason you should worry about ripping the packaging. So again, the figure comes with the same amount of articulation and detail as the vintage collection figure. He comes with this knife holster that doesn't have a knife, belt, utility belt. He's got a non-removable helmet. He's got a ball-jointed neck, ball-jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, elbow, swivel wrist, ball hinge hip, which is very nice. I'm glad they kept this. I was afraid Hasbro would start removing the articulation yet again. Ball hinge knees, ball hinge ankles, fantastic. I mean, when Hasbro said the Black Series was going to be the series for collectors, they did not disappoint, and I'm very thankful for that. I mean, with the mainline figures that they're coming up with for both Marvel and Star Wars, they're really just for kids with very limited articulation. And you know, I think it's a big mistake, but that's another story to do that. But anyway, here it is. What am I saying? Here he is with his two blasters. Now he comes armed with this one is the same one that came with the vintage collection. It's the Blastech DLT-19 heavy blaster rifle. It does come with some stock, but it's not movable. No moving parts and whatnot. DLT-19, I think that's what I think it is. Pretty accurate. All right. The other blaster pistol that he comes with, or blaster rifle, is the retooled. This is, I think, a new mold. It looks better on him. This is a new mold of the E11 Blastech blaster. Blastech is a company that manufactured these in the Star Wars universe. Now, the difference being is you'll notice it is quite thick. It's much thicker now, and it elongates because they've included stock with it, as you can see, which is a very, very nice detail. This is what made their G.I. Joe weapons so saleable. I mean, so appealing to kids. You know, growing up as a kid, I loved weapons that, no matter how small they are, they were very accurate, and they had some feature about them. And you know, Hasbro should go back to their roots and stick to that, and not come up with these stupid, huge missile launching weapons. Again, it's neither here nor there. I shouldn't be discussing that, or a figure review. But anyway, so it's a very, very cool blaster, and I'm so happy that Hasbro decided to tweak this figure's re-release instead of just repacking the exact same weapons. I wish they could have made a removable helmet. That would have been really cool. You could use that helmet for Luke or Han, but sadly, no. They decided to stick with their old figure mold. Just as a size comparison, here he is with a clone trooper. It's a very good size. Still great detail. This was way back when the Clone Wars figures were really awesome. So very, very nice. I'm guessing this is one figure that would be very difficult to find on the shelves because a lot of collectors are going to be army building this figure. So my best guess is if you haven't picked up the entire Wave 2 or Wave 3, this guy appears in both Wave 2 and Wave 3, you can just get the case, because the figures are just awesome. Or you can go check your local store when deliveries, or if deliveries are actually coming over to them for Star Wars figures, and then they come first day of delivery, you go ahead and get it, so that when you open the case you get a fresh one and you get the Stormtrooper. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila, and check out all my videos and reviews on this channel, Chefatron. My old FX France channel will just be for vlogs. This is the Star Wars The Black Series number 13 Stormtrooper. Thanks for watching.